Hello, I'm on. Welcome to FIFA Mobile Live. I'm your host, Antoine. Can you guys all see me? Can you guys all hear me on chat here? We are live. Ooh, so yeah, we had a bit of a Twitch issue about close to 2 hours ago, where we actually couldn't go live. So I'm glad we were able to figure that out. I believe it was on Twitch's end there. So had to kind of like figure that out, and I think we're back online right now. I see everybody's in chat. That is awesome. It's good that we can actually get the show going. Is everyone's doing good though? How's everyone doing in chat? Everyone's all in, all good. Yeah, it was some technical difficulties. I think it was on the Twitch side. Not a lot of people could start their stream, which was came at a pretty rough timing for us because it was like 5-10 minutes before. But yeah. Also, kind of noticing a little bit, I think, of blur on our end here for video. See if we can figure that out as well. Yeah, let's see. But yeah, I'm happy to actually be back up on stream here. Is everybody doing good though? I'm glad you guys are back in here after that slight delay. Is everyone's doing good on their Wednesday or Thursday? How are we feeling? Where are we tuning in from as well? Want to know where's chat coming in here from? Start early, easy solution. Everybody's doing good here. All right. Seeing some folks tuning in from India, Brazil, UK, nice. England, Nigeria, awesome. Poland. Speaking of Brazil, I watched the highlights yesterday of their friendly against Tunisia. And I gotta say, like, they have to be the favorites for the World Cup, just based on how good they looked. It was insane. Seeing how they played, their attacking depth was pretty crazy. I mean, how were the other friendlies that other people watched from this international break, or even Nations League? I saw the highlights for Germany, England. That one looked like a pretty exciting game, and then I also saw. It was Spain-Portugal, which was like a last-minute goal there by Spain. And then also saw Argentina. It was against Jamaica. But how were some of the other friendlies or international matches? If you follow your national team, like any kind of underdogs or teams that you feel like are really putting it together? Spain will win. Fair enough. I mean, they do have a good team. I think, like, top to bottom, they're well balanced. They got a good coach. They showed at the Euros that they can go far, and I think it's promising for that Spanish team. But I still think it'll come back down to, I think Brazil and Argentina coming into this World Cup just look so strong. Like, just the depth in attacking, and also just the cohesion, and they're just on a great run. So I think those are the two teams it's hard to ignore. And especially you see someone like Neymar just coming into form over the past few months. He's peaking at the right time. Let's see what other folks we got coming in here. Chat's starting to get a little more active. That is great. Also Denmark. Someone mentioned in chat Denmark. They upset France as well, which was really, really interesting to see. I think that group is going to be a really exciting one. It's what is it? Denmark, France, Tunisia, and Australia. I think that group will be interesting. Seeing a lot of folks here asking about kickoff rivalries, Pinnacle players. Yes, we will get to that. Just kind of getting people warmed up in chat here, letting folks drop in and see what's going on. I think we're starting to get a few more folks here in the chat. I know you guys want to see the players. I want to show off the players as well. That's why we're here. But I also want to know how's everybody's kind of kickoff rivalries journey going? Like how many Pinnacle points are you guys all on? I want to hear in chat. How many Pinnacle points do you have? Very, very curious to know. Yeah, it seems like there is something with the camera quality going on here. I don't know, checking that out. I don't know if it has to do with the Twitch stream that was going on or the issues there, but yeah, definitely bear with me here, figuring that out. Seeing a lot of different point amounts here. Nice, nice. Wow, some folks have a lot of Pinnacle points. Very impressive. You guys have been doing all the exchanges. That's good to see. That's good to see. We'll show off all the point costs for every player, all the OVRs. That'll be great to show off to you guys. Also, I see a few predictions there for the players. Yeah, I see some ones coming in. I think you guys will be very, very excited to see them, and I think the cost as well will be pretty exciting. If you've been engaging with kickoff rivalries, I mean, personally, like I still have a lot of tickets saved up, and I haven't made a decision on what league I want to go to, but I'll probably do that towards the end of the event and figure that out. Anyways, I think we are all pretty much good to go. If everybody in chat can drop a message saying they are ready to go for Pinnacle players. I have the banner queued up. I have it ready to go. It's what we're here for, right? So if we're all ready in chat, let's pull up our first banner. Let's pull it up. We got the Pinnacle players. Here we are. So here we have the 12 Pinnacle players. There are more Pinnacle players. These are just the ones on the banner. So you can screenshot this and share it out. We will also be sharing it out on the socials. But as you can see, 104s with Lewandowski, Koulibaly, Sadio Mane, Casemiro, Rudiger, Schmeichel, Haaland, Pogba, Raheem Sterling, Angel Di Maria, Lucas Paqueta, and Renato Sanchez. So again, these are not all the players, but these are kind of some of the guys we wanted to showcase to you. And we're pretty excited about this. You guys have been working hard on kickoff rivalries, getting all your Pinnacle points ready. You want to know who's going to be there. Yep, there's more players. I'm just actually getting the build for the whole Pinnacle transfer chapter set up on my phone right now. Just doing a final check that everything here looks good. I've got it all set. So, I think I am ready here to throw it over to my gameplay capture, and we're going to be able to see the point cost for Pinnacle transfer players. So let's get that up on screen here. Let's see if I've got it going here. I think I'm starting up here. Okay, great. So chat, these were the 12. I'm going to pull up the actual chapter. I've got the build here of what we're going to see tomorrow at Reset. Here we are. So this is the chapter, Pinnacle transfer players, and you can see the costs for the 104s are 1,300 Pinnacle points. So first reaction here. We have Lewandowski, Koulibaly, Mane, Casemiro, Rudiger, Dybala, and Schmeichel, all at the 104s. Those are all going to be 1,300, 1,300. What are our first reactions here, chat? Dubs in the chat. What are we feeling here? All right, seeing some responses. There's a lot of selection here, and if you've been getting a lot of these Pinnacle points, you're going to have a lot of choice and a lot of players that you can add to your team. So let's get into the 103s over here. We've got Erling Haaland, we got Tchouaméni, we got Delete, we have Pogba, Sterling, Antony, Klaus for the 103s, and those are all going to be 1,050. I'm seeing dubs in the chat. That is great. Yeah, these go 104s, 103s, 102s. Those are all the OVRs for the Pinnacle transfer. So you can get the Haaland for 1,050. And even that Antony at a right mid. So that'll be an interesting choice for the Man U fans. Or Sterling left wing as well. Pogba 103. And then Klaus as a right back. Another high OVR right back that we've been looking for. And then we go further along here, chat. We got the 102s. So we got Angel Di Maria. We got Jules Koundé. We got Lucas Paqueta, Gabriel Jesus, Alexis Sanchez, Angelino, and then Renato Sanchez here at the 102s. So these are 850. Very, very accessible. At least the 102s if you've been doing a lot of the exchanges or just keeping up with the event. So a lot of the players that I've seen people asking about throughout the whole Kickoff Rivalries event, these are the top guys. They are available starting tomorrow at Reset. Should be very cool to see and add these guys to your team. Yeah, especially after seeing how many people wrote in the chat before how many Pinnacle points you had. I think you're going to have a lot of choice, and you could even get multiple of these players if you've been really saving up. And I saw a few people say they had 2,000 Pinnacle points. You're going to have choices, which will be nice. Some nice flexibility, fill out your squad. There's positions that you can fit really anywhere here. So we have this chapter. This is basically the entire Pinnacle transfer chapter. You're going to come in, get your Pinnacle points that you've earned, and then use them on these players. So, for example, here, we would then use it on Lewandowski. So there's just there's this one as well, special. Then you just have your regular point offer as well for if you need to fill up with some extras or you had some just to get to that next OVR. So I'm seeing a lot of people dropping dubs in the chat. A few people were kind of on the fence, but seems overall this is kind of a nice way to finish up Kickoff Rivalries. I know it's kind of been a long event for a lot of people. Hopefully you've been able to kind of keep going with it, save up your Pinnacle points, and now you get to get some of these really top players for your squad. And to answer everybody's question, there is no Pinnacle Prime. However, we do have the Rest of World chapter, and there is a Prime in there. So I'm going to head over to it. And as you can see here, the Pinnacle Prime, or sorry, not the Pinnacle Prime, the Rest of World Prime is Ronald Koeman at 105. So center back here, Ronald Koeman for PSV in the Eredivisie. And then as some people mentioned before, there was Riquelme as well as the enhanced based icon. So Koeman with marking, Riquelme here at cam with long shots. So two players from the Rest of World leagues that we have in this chapter. And then you got Trincao in the pass. Some of the 92s here. The 95s. The 98s. And then finishing up here with the 102s. So this is basically the Rest of World chapter. We'll go into player stats after I've gone through all kind of the sections in the new update for tomorrow. And then we also have the transfer box here with the players here. So I know some people are asking about Rafinha. He's going to be a transfer player here at 100 OVR. And then Fabian and Isaac as well, some notable players that are going to be in the new transfer players here. So these are kind of your regular ones that update every week. And then we will also check out the offers section for rest of world. So same format here where you can do exchanges as you've been doing, and then the offers here. So we've got Goldson from Rangers, Palavicino, we have Van Aanholt, Gonzalo Ramos, Marcano, and then some of the 94, 92s, 91s, and a 90. So if those are interesting to you, if you're building kind of an Argentina League squad or a Scottish Premier League squad or Scottish League or even the Turkish League, these will have some players here. So that kind of wraps up the rest of world section, and then we'll actually check out the matchup section as well real quick. So we do have a Benfica retro kit, and then you'll obviously be doing all the matches as you've been doing. So these are all the teams that are in the reward path and the offers. Those players are from like Feyenoord, Ajax, Galatasaray, Porto, Fenerbahce, Benfica, and then you got the two Argentina squads here with River Plate here and Boca. So let's get out of this section here. Before we get any further, chat, what are we thinking? What is everyone's feeling around? First was Pinnacle. I think we got a lot of dubs in the chat. And then what do we think of that rest of world prime? What's everyone's feelings on the Koeman? Yeah, there's no Alvarez in this one, but we're saving him. He'll be getting an item. Don't you guys worry. He's been looking good for City. So seeing some mixes here, seeing a few L's, seeing a lot of dubs. So we'll come back here to the Pinnacle transfer. I know some people are asking. It's 1,300 for the 104s, 1,050 for the 103s, and then 850 for the 102s. One other thing I kind of wanted to mention before I get into stats, because I feel like once we get into stats, it's like we're in there, we're looking at every player, people are asking for the next ones. So let's check out the exchanges. We have Bergwijn and we have Bartra. Bergwijn from Ajax, and then Bartra here from Trabzonspor. Is he a Trabzonspor? Yeah, as a Super League player. So these are two transfer ones. These will be rest of world players as the exchange. Otherwise, pretty standard. The ones you've been doing week to week. Both are untradeable. And here's another thing I want to highlight for chat is, do you remember those weekly point exchanges for 3,000 points? There was like Premier League point, Bundesliga, Ligue 1, La Liga Santander, Serie A, and then rest of world. For the final week of kickoff rivalries, all of these exchanges will be back live. So that means you could do more Premier League point exchanges if you had missed it in week 1. So definitely more flexibility there if you wanted to come back in and do some more of these point exchanges if you had some left over. So kind of a friendly way to fill up some gaps if you had on certain paths. Yeah, we thought it was kind of a good move here to give some more flexibility there. And another specific thing to highlight too is in the Bundesliga league offers here. Where's the offers? There we go. Kickoff rivalries offers. The Bundesliga one, if you guys remember in week 2, we had some issues with the Pinnacle points here. The exchange wasn't accepting a few of the Bundesliga players. So to make up for that, we've bumped up the limit on Pinnacle point exchanges on the Bundesliga chapter from 4 to 8. So if that was something that you were hanging on to or you needed more, there's 4 extra exchanges here to make up for the missed one in week 2. So just highlighting that there. I think overall, though, we are pretty much gone through the bulk of kickoff rivalries. We will get into stats. One other thing I kind of feel like I'm missing here, but I'm slightly forgetting what I was gonna mention. I think that's it. I got the exchanges. I went through then the offers. So I think we are all good then. We're all good to get to stats, guys. It's stats time. Lewandowski. our first guy here. The stats for the main man at Barca. Target man. 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves. Top player. Easy. 104, Koulibaly. 124 defending. Look at that. Chelsea center back. Tackling. Top player. Sadio Mane. Same thing. 120 pace, 124 dribbling. 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, finishing. Good stats. Nothing more to add there. Casemiro. Manchester United's new CDM. He's holding 104 OVR, 3-star skills, 4 weak foot, solid CDM. May not be the fastest around, but he's going to put in a shift. Antonio Rudiger, 104 center back. We got marking, 105 pace, and 122 defending. Really stands out. Physicality as well. Looks really good. Another top player you're going to want to add to your team. Paulo Dybala, the new Roma cam. Here we have long shots. The dribbling really stands out there for 124. All right, next one over. Schmeichel, the last of the 104s. Moved from Leicester over to Nice in the French league. He's going to be number 1. Good reflexes, good positioning, top goalie. And now Erling Haaland, the top of the 103s here. Man's been unstoppable since he started at City. Just an unbelievable player. And we can see here shots, 123, pace, physicality, the whole deal. He will be strong. Tchouaméni here, a faster CDM than Casemiro here with the 101 pace, and he's got interceptions with 4 weak foot, and then he's got 3-star skills. This guy will be bossing the midfield, that's for sure, in a CDM role. Also, I see we put a poll up here. What are we thinking about Pinnacle players? So far, we got pretty good. Big dub, not my cup of tea. Got pretty good so far. Matthias de Ligt, center back here for Bayern. He's got defending and some good defending and physicality. We got Paul Pogba over at Juve. 100 pace, but he makes up for that with some really good passing, solid physicality. And he's got long passing as well. And he's got 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. Very, very well-rounded CM here. Seeing a lot of dubs in the chat as we go through these players. I mean, these are the top guys. These are really, really good stats. Top stars. Some of them be making instant impact. So these are guys you're going to want to add to your team. And we got Sterling here with speed. 120 pace, 123 dribbling. He's got 5-star skill moves. He does have the 4-star weak foot, but that should not be too much of an issue here. They are, yes, OP stats. A lot of these guys have good stats. And let's go over to Anthony, the new United right mid here. 5-star skill moves as well. He's got dribbling, and then he's got 4-star weak foot. Again, good pace, good dribbling. If you're looking for a top right mid, here's your guy. Now let's get into a right back, 103 right back. I would like to compare him against Cafu as a top right back here, but Klaus comes in pretty strongly. That dribbling really stands out for a right back, and he's got pace here. It's looking pretty good. And then let's get into the 102s. We have Di Maria, 5-star weak foot, 5-star skills. Not the fastest right mid out there with 111, but he's going to be good with the weak foot there. I mean, I used his player of the month version, Di Maria, for quite a while in head-to-head, and he really was pretty smooth. So I have my eye on this guy as my new right winger. Let's go over to Jules Koundé. Good defending, good physicality, pretty good pace here for a CB. And he's got strength. Yeah, these are lots of OP, lots of good looking cards, good looking items. We get over to another Brazilian. A lot of Brazilians in this chapter here. We got Lucas Paqueta at cam for West Ham. He's going to have 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, and he's got short passing as well. Again, good overall stats here for a cam. And then another Brazilian, we have Gabriel Jesus, the Arsenal target man here. He's got shooting boost, however, and he's got 5-star skill moves as well. A lot of people are asking about Gabriel Jesus, so had to get him in here. At the 102, very accessible. He's got good shooting, good dribbling. And then some of you may be a little surprised at the inclusion of Mr. Alexis Sanchez, but he's there. 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. The Chilean has a bit of a history on FIFA Mobile himself with previous seasons. He's got counter here, and he's in there at left mid for the 102. So I know some people like Alexis from his days at Arsenal, United, and I guess Barcelona as well. Even going further back, Udinese, I think he was at, right, when he first started. And then we have Angelino here at the left back for Hoffenheim. Was at Leipzig before. And he's got really solid dribbling for a left back here, with balanced as well. Defending is all right, but for a left back, he's going to be a little bit different than your usual pacey left backs, but solid player all around. And then last but not least is Renato Sanchez, the center mid that PSG have signed this summer. Look at that. First off, that pace for a center mid at 111. And then he's got really good physicality. His defending as well is solid. He has vision, and he's got 5-star weak foot. So I know a lot of folks look at Sanchez as a pretty targeted head-to-head player. Like you want him in your team. He's pretty meta with the stats here, especially for a 102. Yeah, I see a lot of dubs in the chat. I think Renato Sanchez for the 102s looks really good as a CM. Yeah, big dub. Agreed. So those are all the stats we've gone through for Pinnacle transfer players. These are top guys. They have good stats. No other way to put it. I did see some people asking about some of these top transfer players as well for kick-up transfers. We'll take a quick look at Fabian, who went over to PSG in that CM spot. Speaking of which, PSG actually do have a fair number of CMs now. They got Verratti, they have Renato Sanchez, they have Fabian. Paredes and Gay did leave this summer, but and also Wijnaldum, but I think they've really retooled their midfield, and it looks actually pretty good, kind of more to their style. But Fabian here, not the fastest CM if that's what you're really looking for, but some solid stats. He is a 101 with long passing, but if you're looking to make a PSG themed team that's more accurate to today's roster, he's your guy. And then we have Rafinha, who actually scored in that friendly against Tunisia the other day for Brazil. Beautiful goal if you want to check that out. But overall, weak foot, 5-star skill moves, good pace, solid right mid here with long shots. And then finally, we'll just check out Alexander Isak, the Newcastle man. I don't know if he scored recently in other Newcastle games, but I remember tuning in for one of his first matches, and he scored a pretty nice goal there for Newcastle. The Swedish guy, though, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, solid 99. And then we have Mbabu, Kamara, Alderweireld. I think Mbabu here is actually pretty pacey. I remember in previous FIFAs he would usually have quite a bit of pace back in his Wolfsburg days. Then Kamara, Alderweireld, Juan Mata, Silicen, Haj, and then Krishna as well. Mata and Krishna don't have action shots. I don't believe they've played matches yet for their team. That could be it. But otherwise, if they do, we'll definitely look to swap those in as soon as we can. And then let's quickly check out the rest of world players here. I'm going to skip over the 92s from this section and the 95s. I'll go straight to Kent here. Ryan Kent for Rangers. For a 98, he's got really good pace. Obviously, this guy is really fast on FIFA, and just in general, his base item is very fast. So 116 here with 113 ball control. Florentino for Benfica, a CDM. Doesn't really compare to the CDMs we just saw in Pinnacle, but still serviceable. And then we got Dusan Tadic at striker, not at his usual left wing here. So it'll be interesting to see if people use this if you're building an Eredivisie team or Ajax, or you just have a soft spot for Tadic. This guy is a big-time player. I've seen a few of those Ajax matches, and he always seems to show up. But not at left wing, he is at striker. And then we have Franco Armani for River Plate here, a goalkeeper, solid 102. And then it's reflexes. I actually didn't unlock the skill boost yet on this dev build, but it is reflexes. And let's quickly check out the offers, because I think there was a few. There's a 102 in Rest of World, right? Yeah, there's Goldson here, Connor Goldson for Rangers, 102 center back. Probably doesn't look as amazing because we looked at those Pinnacle players, but still solid nonetheless. And then we got Pallavicino, who is quite well-rounded as a cam at least. Don't look at the defensive stats. Obviously, he's a cam, but for River Plate here, I've actually used this guy in career mode on FIFA console, and he is a very, very good player on there. But I assume he'll play pretty well on mobile too. We got Van Aanholt. Quickly check him for Galatasaray, and then a few of the other players here. I'm seeing a few people ask about Alvarez. No, Alvarez is not in here, but we will definitely save a spot for him in the future program we have. So he's definitely a player to watch. And it's actually crazy looking at how City were able to get Alvarez for such a pretty good deal compared to how other strikers were going out on the market. And the fact that he just shows up for City and just hits the ground running and has been scoring a few goals, he looks really good. Let's see a few other folks. Let's check out, the exchange players. We'll quickly check out Bergwijn and Bartra. So let's check out Steven Bergwijn, moved over from Spurs to Ajax here. He's got agility, 110, 110, 101, 110. And then we'll check out Marc Bartra, the ex-Barcelona man. Had also been at Real Betis, I believe. He's got, 92 pace, but 112 defending and 105 physicality. So is there a limit for the 104s? So just to show you guys, you can claim, it's on the transfer one. If I want to come in here and claim Lewandowski, I can, but I can only claim him once. So you can't come in and claim multiple of the same player. But if you had enough for, say, at 2,600 points, you could come in, get Lewandowski and Koulibaly. So the format works just like UTOTS did, or when we had Summer Celebration. Same kind of deal. What was the other thing I kind of want to mention while we're going through this? I will pull up the team I built here with all the best players. Let's see if I can I'll put Klaus in here. Do I have Klaus? I don't. Okay. This is kind of like the dream team here of 104s and 103s and 102s from the event, along with Koeman. So I'm gonna test these out in some matches here, just to give you guys a show of what they look like. Oh, actually, where's a good spot to test out the matches? Let's go into the Rest of World. We'll do the matchups here. Yeah, let's play against Porto. So yeah, I'll jump into a game here to test out these players for you. But while we're actually while we're waiting here, I did want to mention that we've actually been putting together a number of tutorial videos with some of the creators, notably Stopdy and Finally He Sleeps. So we've done one on head-to-head, verse attack, just the basics, And I know for a lot of people in the chat, you already know a lot of this stuff, but I would highly recommend checking out the head-to-head tutorial, because that one, there's actually a few controls in there that don't really get, like, not a lot of people know about stuff like pass and go, or just like the way to properly defend. So we'll drop a link in the chat here to our guide section where you can watch that video. And also, if you have any friends that are starting to join FIFA Mobile, or if you're just a new player yourself, I would highly recommend. So like, I know there's, oh, that's some bad dribbling. But just like even going through gameplay like this, and the fact that like being able to know how to do stand-up dribbling, like with Koeman, for example, here, super, super valuable. And then even doing fake shots and the double tap pass and goes, there's a lot of good stuff that you can kind of keep learning about with gameplay, and especially with head-to-head. So like being able to do a pass and go, do you see that player? He kind of went. I can do the same thing with a pass and go through ball. See, Mane passed it, went off. So we have some tutorial videos out there with Stop D that we go over some of these, as well as just like defending and how to properly defend and not overcommit. So I would recommend, and I think I see, yeah, Lucondo, thank you for dropping that in the chat. But if you do have some friends that are starting FIFA Mobile, or if you're just kind of looking to expand your knowledge, would highly recommend. So I'm actually curious, chat, like, what player from Pinnacle is everybody going for? Who is your #1 target from that Pinnacle chapter? Drop in the chat. I wanna see who's the most popular. Let's see who we got. Lewandowski, Haaland, Mane, Koulibaly. Nice. Lewandowski, Di Maria, yeah. Di Maria there with a nice header. Renato Sanchez. I think Sanchez is going to be a good 102. I think I may go for him in the midfield. I've been using Gravenberch as my CDM, and he's been pretty solid as a CDM, but I think I might just go to a 4-3-3 flat and then get Sanchez in there to be kind of tag team with Lampard. I've got Prime Icon Lampard I got from the flash sale, but yeah, seeing a lot of good responses here. Oh, let's see, Mane, long shot. Oof, not close. Also, I kind of wanted to talk with you all about the article that we dropped on Monday, the We're Listening community article. So kind of wanted to talk about that and what we're looking to do in the future. So basically, like with kickoff rivalries and Neon Knights, I think it's been very obvious to the team and to the community team that we kind of like we need to improve on a lot of kind of our live events, along with things like security and cheaters, as well as like the fix for manager mode. So like that article, I think we'll drop the link in chat if we can get that in there. We just kind of wanted to talk about like where we're at as a dev team, where the future kind of is going to take us, as well as the improvements we really are striving to make. So the one thing is manager mode is fixed, it is back up, and we will be working on getting a gift out for a lot of people as well. Thanks, Lucondo, dropped the article there if you guys want to check that out after the stream. But it's just basically we understand a lot of the issues that people are bringing up. There's a lot of things that we have to be better about, and especially on live events. I think we've started taking a look at how we can make events more community friendly, community focused. So it's a really major focus on the team right now. So we're going to be having another article going soon where we can explain some of the new events that are coming up, what's kind of exciting, as well as like further down the road in a few weeks time, like what's kind of the future of the season, because I know a lot of people have been asking about that. So I wanted to give a bit of an update on that with you all here in stream. so you can hear someone like talk about it, because I know we've been seeing a lot of things come up, especially around like security too, and that's something that the team is really looking at improving, and we're actively we're banning people as well. We in that article we talk about preventative measures, what we're trying to do to improve that. So I just kind of hope you guys can kind of take a read, and then we'll have another article coming out soon. So along with that, I'm definitely open here to any questions people have in the chat. I want to hear what's on your mind. What do you guys think of I guess the situation, and I know that it's kind of a work in progress, but basically we're saying we understand, we're listening, and we're working towards these things. So I'm seeing a few people with some responses. Okay. Yeah, that's totally fair about leaderboards, and those are things that, have to be definitely visible around. Also, there's no Pinnacle pass. No, there's the Rest of World pass, the League one, but no, there is no Pinnacle pass. Yeah, no, there's some really good feedback, and it's very fair. Totally understand a lot of it. The team is hard at work trying to make sure that we improve on a lot of these things. So whether it's cheating, whether it's like head-to-head connectivity and like kind of stuttering, things like that in game, we're definitely looking at that. And also just taking a hard look at events and where we can improve in the future for future events. Rivalries event was only for users who had a lot of coin. The exchanges were too much. Yes, agreed. The team is really aware of that, and I think we've relayed that feedback, and we're definitely taking a harder look for the upcoming event to make sure that we don't overwhelm people with exchange requirements and the amount of exchanges you have to do. I think we overdid it a little bit with kickoff rivalries. I'm sure some people loved it, especially if you had saved up players or if you just are really big fan of doing exchanges and working the market. But for a lot of people, it was just a lot to ask. Let's see some other questions here. Something to exchange spare Pinnacle points for? No, this Pinnacle chapter is just players only. Training players to level 6 or beyond. No news on that, but it's definitely something we're looking at. I mean, I can't say for sure if or when, but it's definitely something we have our eye on, but not at the moment, no. The event icon. This one, actually, I don't think we have an event icon in this final week. Where is the some of your comments, guys? I can't say that. New club kits. We do have that Benfica retro kit if you win all the matchups, or not win all the matchups, win 10. So we have that. Events are too long. That's totally understandable, and I think that's something we're looking at in general. Like, won't be immediate, but just something that the team definitely has to keep in mind. Also, can we just acknowledge that this has been a really good display for my normal matchups in game here? Like, I feel like every time I come on stream, I usually end up like messing up a skill game or like completely losing to the AI, but I'm seeing zero recognition here about how well this game is going. But it's cool. I get it. I understand. There's obviously bigger issues to talk about. Update on the base players to new teams. We usually do that twice a year. I think we did the past one was in, I want to say it was March or April. So there will be one coming up in the next couple months. Transfer tokens. I mean, we're trying to give out more of those in events, obviously, because we know they're very important. There is no Pinnacle Prime, no. news on new season. I did just mention a few minutes ago that we will be having an article that kind of talks about like what the season news is going to be. Basically, what is the news for the season? That's what I'll keep it at here. So I'll have an article next week, just kind of talking about future events, what to really be excited for. And then we'll also have kind of a future update on what the rest of the season holds and what's going to be exciting for you guys. So a lot of exciting things coming up, at least on our slate. And I'm sure you guys will be excited once we reveal those that news, because a lot of cool things coming down the pipe. Things I can't share yet, but I personally I'm excited for them as a FIFA mobile fan, as a player, as just a member of the community. They're things that I think will be really, really fun for players. Yep, exactly. Roadmaps. That's a good way of putting it. Otherwise, seeing some other questions here. For heroes, the next hero update should be coming up in a few weeks' time. I think we're looking at later into October. So we'll keep you updated there. Also seeing questions on Team of the Week and Player of the Month. We'll have an update on that next week for the future of that. Kickoff rivalries, transfer market being renewed. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you want to check out the yeah, we can check out the prime. I think we had looked at, did we look at Cuban already? I think we did, right? Pull it back up though. Someone didn't see it was marking. And then we'll also check out just this pass here. I think a few people might have just been interested in the rest of world pass. There's a Fernandez here from Boca. Giveaway when? People ask about the giveaways? And then you got Trincao here as the 98. Yes, you can also get Pinnacle points directly from the chapter for FIFA points and gems as well. And Raquelme, yep, he's in there. So before we get into the next stuff, I just want to ask chat, out of all the primes that we've done in Kickoff Rivalries, those 105 primes, what's the number one ranked one, you'd say? So between Koeman, Baggio, Casillas, Petit, Klose, and Scholes. What is the top prime? Because I know a lot of people come and chat here, and a lot of you do a lot of the exchanges, and you go for the primes. Who is the top prime so far? I'm seeing a lot of mixed responses here. I saw some discussion, I think it was yesterday or a few days ago, about how like Baggio is like very underrated, and he looks like a really class player, like stats. But I'm seeing a lot of folks with different responses. Seeing a lot of Klose. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't have any of these primes, and I probably won't be getting them for a while. Might just get them on the market in a few weeks' time. But I did use the some of my saved up gems for a prime icon pack, and I did get a Lampard and a Maldini, so I was pretty happy about that. Those guys obviously pretty solid for my squad. But if you guys are going for these, I'm seeing, yeah, there's a lot of mixed responses. Interesting. Let's see, what do we have left here? I think we basically have gone through the entirety of the Kickoff Rivalries Pinnacle. We'll do one last little check here, just for everybody. I'll even stay right here if you want to take a screenshot. We'll move over to the 103s. And then we'll get over here to the 102s. I can't show the store, unfortunately, because it is a dev build. So there is like some extra options in there that are not fully like user-friendly. I can't just show them because it's stuff like being able to give myself a ton of FIFA points and that kind of stuff. So I can't go into the store, unfortunately. But we were able to see a lot of these players here, rest of world, even test them out. So chat, we're at that time. I'm actually really glad we were able to get the stream underway. I was a little worried we would have had to move this one out, or I don't know, figure out another time for the stream, but I'm really glad we got it up. And I think we've been at it for yeah, close to like 50 minutes or so. But basically, I want to show you guys the 2 giveaway players that we have. The first one here we have is Rudiger with the black kit. Really like this action shot. The pick that was chosen here by the player selection team, spot on. Looks really good. And then the second giveaway player here is Erling Haaland in his home kit here. You might recognize what, I think you can figure out what game he scored that in. I want to say it was the one against, oh, I'm blanking who was against. It wasn't against West Ham, was it? Early in the season? I don't know. But anyways, those are the 2 giveaway players. 2 top players, obviously. I think these make it into almost everybody's team. So very, very excited to be able to have these. So it was against Palace. Was that the goal he scored against Palace, or was it West Ham? I have a feeling it might be Palace. Anyways, he's been unreal this season. So, chat, we're going to be doing giveaways here for 5 winners. You get your choice. You can pick between the 104 Rudiger, or you can pick the 103 Haaland. So you'll get them. They're untradeable. And I think they're going to slot into everybody's team. A center back or a striker, depends on who you like more, who you want for your team. But we're going to drop the hashtag here. I see a lot of people already guessing it. You guys are good. you know the hashtag. It's going to be hashtag Pinnacle. So Pinnacle. All right, chat. Good stuff. Good stuff. We'll get the Nightbot up here to choose a winner. Hashtag Pinnacle. I'm gonna jump into some other games here. See if I can doop. Great. I think we have our first winner already, which is awesome. I'm just gonna do some quick skill games here. So Hyder Alkababi 13. Congrats, you're the first winner. Look out for a whisper from the account, or also Lucundo. We unfortunately don't have Jason on today's stream, but he'll be here for future ones. Speaking of which, we actually won't have a stream next week for the new event, but we will have like all the guides and the players and all that. I will be back on for the future stream in the middle of October. So this will be kind of our last stream for a few weeks. But still, I think we went through a lot of cool stuff, and we're still obviously doing the giveaway here. And I'm really excited we were able to get this giveaway in. We have our second winner here, which is going to pop on screen. Yardenook. Congrats. Make sure you're spelling Pinnacle with 2 N's. I saw a few people just go P-I-N-A-C-L-E. And it could be, yeah, capitalized, not capitalized. So we're going to pull for our third winner here. So we have, I think, our third winner selected. Pull that up on screen shortly. Great, so we have our third winner here is Leslie_Hungry. Congrats. So we have 2 more winners to choose. I think we've got our 4th one here. Ooh, that's a nice volley. I do. Great, we have our 4th winner here is Riddler Gotham City 20. Okay. Congrats, you are our 4th winner of your choice of Haaland or Rudiger. So it's a 104 center back Rudiger or the 103 OVR Haaland. I'm going to make sure I've got some Portugal players in my lineup so I can play a match while we do this. Liga Portugal, and then we'll put in a few of these guys here. So last draw we're doing here for the final winner. So our final winner here is Kinsey King 12. Congratulations. You are the winner of the choice between Rudiger and Haaland. So really appreciate it, you guys. I think we got our 5 winners here. I'll just jump into this game here as we kind of wrap up. This is a pretty chill show. Obviously, the players are the stars of these. Getting to see those Pinnacle players is always awesome. I love being able to chat with you guys. I think we went over some good stuff. I think overall Pinnacle chapter chat, I'm willing to give it an early dub. Okay, I think given the costs here of the players, like the overall accessibility, and also just the exchanges coming back too for the final week for the rivalries points. I'm willing to say, like, sure, the rest of World chapter isn't going to be the most exciting for most people, but this Pinnacle chapter here, I think it's kind of a nice way to end this event, which has had its ups and downs. But I'm hoping we can kind of end on a high note here for kickoff rivalries. So I'm hoping you guys had a good time on stream. The giveaway is over, guys. Hashtag Pinnacle is we did the 5 winners. So we'll make sure on our next stream in a couple weeks time we'll do some more giveaways too. And also I'm seeing someone asking about the gameplay guide. I think we dropped that in this chat about 5-10 minutes ago, but I think we can get another link in there as well. Like I mentioned, we did some videos with StopD and Finally He Sleeps to talk about like head-to-head, the market, Versattack. For a lot of the people in chat here, if you've been playing our game, like if you've been playing FIFA Mobile, a lot of these won't be super useful. But looking at stuff like the market, if it's still confusing for you, Finally He Sleeps does a great job going over it. And then also the head-to-head video from StopD. He does give some really good tips about proper defending in head-to-head. And I personally have used some of those tips to really nail down my defending. And I don't want to brag or anything, but I am basically at 995,000 fans in head-to-head. So I'm just 1 win away from getting into FIFA Champions for head-to-head. I'm almost there. And thanks to some of those tips, actually. Basically, don't be aggressive defending. Basically, wait back and pick your spots. But anyways, we dropped the link in there if you guys want to go watch that on our guide website. Or if you have friends that are joining FIFA Mobile and they need to get started somewhere, there's that FIFA Mobile guide link. So, chat, we're kind of winding down here. Oh, what Pinnacle player am I going for? Well, thank you for asking. I think I'm probably only going to be able to get a 102. So I think the Sanchez. I'm going to replace my Gravenberch at CDM, move to a flat 3 in the middle at a 4-3-3. And then I'll put Renato Sanchez at my CM. So I can go Lampard, Sanchez, and then Sabitzer. I saw a lot of people saying they don't like the Summer Celebration Sabitzer, but he's been like my best player in head-to-head, so I have to hold on to him. Anyways, enough about my team. I'm glad everyone's had a good time here in stream. We did obviously had the technical issues like 2 hours ago. Actually, coming up on almost 3 hours ago, we weren't able to get the stream on time. Really happy you guys like bared with us and were able to come on later. We really wanted to show off these players to you all, obviously. It's really important that you guys get the first look, that we get to understand what you think about the event, the players, the cost for Pinnacle, all that stuff. And also just talk about like where the game is right now. Like, I think we're kind of at a bit of a crossroads with a lot of kind of the issues that we're dealing with, and we just want to be honest with the community. And I think it's our job as community managers and just as like the dev team to just be honest with you guys, tell you guys what we're working on, what's important, and also what's coming down the road. Like what is there to look forward to, what's exciting. So I kind of hope that came through to you guys on stream, because it feels like a much easier medium to go through than sometimes over messaging. So that's kind of my long ramble to wrap up the show. However, I'll do a final pull up here for the banner, because I do have to disconnect my gameplay before I sign off of the show. But we'll pull up the banner here. I'll get my gameplay obviously signed off, so I can do a proper send off here on stream. I'll stop streaming my gameplay. I think we should be all good. All right, chat. That's all from me. It's all from Kickoff Pinnacle. It's been a slice. It's been great talking with you guys. Had a lot of fun in this stream. It was very chill, but we were able to go through a lot of the players, look at the stats. We'll be posting, obviously, that banner. I expect to see screenshots. Share those screenshots from the stream with your friends or on Discord, Reddit, wherever. If your friends missed it or folks in your league or community want to see it, definitely share the screenshots or even the link to our Twitch channel if they want to come back and watch it. And we'll also be posting that on YouTube too. So that's all for me. I had a good time here on stream. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, and that you have some good fun in Pinnacle when it drops tomorrow in Kickoff Rivalries. So that's all for me. Take care, everybody, and we'll catch you next time. Actually, quick thing, our next stream won't be next week. It'll be in a couple weeks' time. So just a heads up. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.